Welcome back to the Chocolate City Sports Break. I'm your host, Sonny C. As I recap yesterday's debacle, Cleveland Browns 34, Washington 20. A lot of talk about benching Dwayne Haskins. A lot of talk. I don't think he should be benched. I think he should play it out. You have to see what you have. Just looking over his stats, Haskins he's got a quarterback rating of 75.7. He's thrown for 625 yards. His average yards per play is 6.2 yards per play. That's not great. But it happens. I was encouraged yesterday, and I'll explain why. I was encouraged because they got him in the quick game. They got the ball out of his hands quick. Haskins was decisive. He was able to hit those wide receiver screens. I don't know if he's comfortable hitting the running back out of the backfield in the flats. I mean, they have to make acrobatic catches just to receive the ball from him. I mean, Haskins is not getting the ball on the target. He's either down, over. You got to make spectacular catches. So, and that's all due from his poor footwork. He has terrible footwork. I've been saying this his whole career since he's gotten in the NFL. Horrible footwork. And this has to be addressed. The quarterback coach, Zampese, has to address this because you can't go on like this. I mean, the team is fighting his guts out. He's not comfortable in the pocket. He's been sacked 10 times so far this year. I can't blame it on the offensive line yesterday. He had time. I think he's seeing ghosts out there or something. I mean, that's usually the terminology that I use when you got your target. Get the ball on your target, and it shouldn't be that hard of a throw just to toss the ball to the flat. A number of times I've seen him look the flat off and go somewhere else. A bad decision throw. Two people around the ball. I think he was confused yesterday, and that's alarming. If he's confused at this point with the disguised coverage too that the opposition is playing, then that's a problem. That is a problem. Then now the one thing is he will get better, figuring that out through the course of time. But at this stage right now, you have to be aware. You have to make your pre-snap reads. You have to get off one target. You have to go through your progressions. And that comes with being comfortable. Dwayne Haskins had to realize this is the NFL. You only got maybe 2-3 seconds to get the ball out your hand. You have to be decisive. That's why pre-snap reads are so important for a quarterback. He has to read the defenses. I don't understand why it's so difficult to do this. If you're in the film breakdown, you're studying your opponent, you should be able to break down what they're doing. Now, they have great coordinators in this league, but some of this stuff is over. It's not complicated. It's still get the ball out, go through your progressions as quickly as possible. But and you have to learn how to climb the pocket. He's not comfortable climbing that pocket. I saw Drew Brees last night with bodies all around him, climbing the pocket all the time. That's what he does. So Haskins had to stand tall in that pocket, man. And we're dependent on you. We're dependent on you to lead the way, brother. You have to play better. You had a bad game. Everyone does. Our safeties have to play better. Landon Collins, you're too good of a pro to be out of position as much as I've seen you out of position this year. You made some good plays, but I'm starting to get worried. I'm not saying you're the best coverage person or coverage safety in the league, but we got to get better back there. Our corners have been sound. I have no issue with our corners. Odell Beckham and Jarvis Landry, they have great speed, great route runners. Man, we have to, our corners played. I couldn't ask them to do much more than what they did. Our safeties, it seems to be a communication problem. Baker Mayfield, he salivates when he gets out and he breaks containment, because that's his natural thing. This is backyard football for him. He's going to hit. If your coverage is lacking, he's going to hit that open target. He's going to hurt you. And so that's the thing about Baker. Baker is talented enough that he'll kill you. Don't sleep on him. But he didn't beat us. He didn't beat us yesterday. He got us where I thought he was going to get us when we break containment. And once we lost Chase Young and Matt Ioannidis, the pressure up the pocket wasn't like I like. And that's no disrespect to Deron Payne and Jonathan Allen. They played their butts off yesterday. They played very well. Coach Rivera said that they were down to only 6 linemen because Steven Sims Jr., they did put him up for special teams. So normally they would have had about 8 linemen or 9 linemen up, but that kind of hampered them. So they had to go out there and slug it out. And that offensive line for Cleveland was salivating. Once they got that run game percolating, they were salivating. And this is what offensive linemen dream about. Knocking you back off your heels. Forget all that little backing up, passive backing up passing. We're going to knock you off your heels. We're going to pull guards. We're going to create holes. Our safeties have to do a better job. That's, we just have to do a better job. I think we will. I like Landon Collins a lot. So I think he'll be okay. Troy Aikman, still technique issues on this breakdown as far as breaking down tackling. I'm going to chalk it up to youth at this moment and for this year. But you are the free safety in this league, and you're a starting free safety for a reason. Troy, we need you to step your game up ASAP. Losing to Cleveland stings. This is a game that I thought we had them. We had this game. But you can't give the ball to the opposition carelessly time after time after time in the NFL. You will get beat, and it will be ugly like it was yesterday. 34-20. Our defense is on the short field. Our defense had to recognize. Now, we had injuries, granted. In order to be considered an elite defense, Cleveland cannot score 3 touchdowns off those turnovers. Can't happen. Man up, suck it up, and get to the ball carrier and knock them down. I see too many people can't get off blocks. So I told you, Nick Chubb has speed. Nick Chubb has some wiggle. Nick Chubb is a smart running back. He missed the cutback early in the game, and lo and behold, Cleveland's not stupid. They saw it, recognized it, whispered in his ear, played for the cutback. And he did it, and he gashed us. Nick Chubb is all-world running back, folks. And the same for Kareem Hunt. All-world. Talented. That catch by Kareem Hunt in the flat, that horrible pass that Baker Mayfield threw, and he was under duress, granted. But this is the talent that Cleveland has on their team. They're talented. And they have a talented defense. Myles Garrett, heck of a play. Heck of a play. All week long, I said, we have to know where he's at. So, you know, Christian, a left tackle, you know, you get beat. You get beat. Myles Garrett went straight for the ball. Haskins didn't have a clue. And that comes to pocket awareness. You cannot hold on to the ball and thinking that you're going to just, you know, multiple choice your receivers. No. So, I'm rambling, but, you know, this is such a disappointing loss. But at the same time, I'm over it. I'm on to the Ravens. They come in here next Sunday. You know, next Sunday. Now, the Ravens play a Monday night game against the Kansas City Chiefs tonight at home. And, you know, let's hope they beat each other up. So we can get them in here, man. We're facing an all-world quarterback. Okay? So we break contain on this quarterback, Lamar Jackson, the reigning MVP, all-world quarterback who loves hitting his tight ends. Love his tight ends. And but we're facing a different animal. We're facing another beast. So, you know, Kyler Murray was able to do what he had to do on us. Baker Mayfield did just enough what he was able to do on us. And now we got the OG. And that sounds funny, but he's the big dog. He's the top dog. He's coming in. And it's a rivalry game. I don't care what conference they're in. The proximity of where that city is at compared to Chocolate City. This is the fans want this game. Okay? That's all I'm gonna say. The fans need this game. So this is almost like, you know, to me, this is, I consider this a divisional game. That's how much importance it is to beat Baltimore. Okay? So beat them. I don't want to hear from their fans. I don't want to hear anything else. I want you to shut them up. I want them to be quiet this week. So that's where I'm at. And I'll have to do some more film breakdown. But this is just, you know, Ron Rivera said that, you know, he's going to run this football team as he sees fit. A lot of people got problems with the not using timeouts, saying he quit. He quit, yeah, okay. He quit. But it is what it is. He's going to control this football team. He's the leader of this football team, and he'll decide the direction of this football team. So that's it for me today. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you tomorrow.